See, I talked to the police on a lot of things last night. What bothered me from being up here for 4 years, um, and whatever that misdemeanor case or something that I had in Chicago, those that judge is really proud of me. He probably said, you know what, and man went up there. I ain't heard nothing about him. Case dismissed. I'm pretty sure 4 years, and because I know that if I did something in Phoenix, whether it was a misdemeanor or a felony, they're gonna come and get you. And I believe Chicago would probably do the same thing, not for a misdemeanor, but as I missed that court date, uh, they dismissed that case long ago. It wasn't no felony, and so when you have you go from being on the wrong side of the law to being in the toughest state in the world, which they will lock your ass up. Now I'm coming up here with Joe Powell. First got up when I first got up here, they had the women chain gang. I didn't know too much about them. I seen them on TV, but I didn't know that I had went from the pan to the fire, and that didn't keep me on the right side of the law. What it was, I was just lucky enough to go in the West Side VA in Chicago. From there, um, a guy network that was in the West Side VA with me, Rodney, whatever his name was. They gave him, didn't give it him. He had a payee, so the boy got over $200,000 in his account, and they just pay his rent. Not like you got 200,000 in public aid, but you can't draw on it. He had access to his money. Well, didn't have access to his money because at that time he couldn't trust himself. I'll tell you what happened to him too. So he had a two-bedroom house, swimming pool in the backyard over on 43rd and Eva. And I'm in Chicago asking him, what do I have to do to network to go to El Paso? What did you do to go to Phoenix? He said, man, look, you can come up here and stay with me. I'm in a two-bedroom house. At that time, I didn't know he was gay. At that time, I didn't know he was getting high. So I said, okay. So I go up there, man. The house is so beautiful. The swimming pool in the backyard. I mean, dining room tables that you couldn't pick up unless you had four people pick it up to move it. Furniture from um, what's that place? Um, Damn, I can't even think of it now. Um, all that stuff went to left fields. Now he got a payee, so he can't. He gets maybe $200 a week just for um, food or whatever, he has to account for it. When I come up here, I have access to all my money. So um, at that time it was $2,800. I think he was charging me $600 rent or something every day. He said one day he was high or something. I said, man, where you get that from? It didn't take long for me to start getting high again. So we didn't got he didn't got real strung out. It's a normal thing for me, but I didn't want to get up here and get high. I forgot to drink some water being in this state, forgetting about El Paso, and almost died. So that went on for a while until the cartel dealer moved in our house. He looked like he was from Iran or somewhere. He brought something over and never left. Rodney had got so high he called the police on himself and committed himself into the Phoenix VA. He leave me there with the dope dealer. Now this is after he sold all his furniture at 12 o'clock high out on the front lawn, and people were wondering what the hell going on with him. 3 guys in the house, um, at $1.25 as far as weight, and they selling their furniture. Well, in a neighborhood with kids, and nice neighborhood, 43rd and Eva. So I wasn't staying there. I went to the rehab too. Left the dope dealer in the house by himself. Cause when he didn't tell us nothing, we look out the windows, police and an ambulance, fire department, and he just checked himself on out of there and went in there. He stayed in there 30 days. He's in Tucson now, somewhere. All his furniture was Pier 1. His furniture was from Pier 1. They looking for him. But see, he got over $200,000 in his account. But what happened, when you got a payee and you got sisters and brothers at home wanting to get your money, if you commit yourself too many times, then they can say you crazy and take over your money. And that's what happened to him. He wasn't fit to be responsible enough, as they say, to take care of himself. So instead of having a VA payee, he had a relative payee. That boy never seen any more of his money, $200,000. So I don't know, he's in Tucson somewhere. I don't want to see him. If he wasn't a man enough to make mistakes and make them until he got to the point where things changed a little bit, and he said, "Look, I ain't gonna be on the street. I ain't gonna starve this month, or I ain't gonna do that." It takes me time to do that. Now I'm at the point where I got to keep a roof over my head. Now I ain't at the point where I'm smart enough to always have some food. I'm getting that way. It evolves into that. If you let drug shit just run their course, I don't know why people make the people go into rehabs, because they don't work. If you don't stay there a year, it takes 7 months for you to stop really getting that taste out of your mouth, getting those feelings and everything like that. At least 7 months. They got a scam up here. Urine, $30 a urine test, or $40 a urine test is liquid yellow gold. Every time you take a drop. These rehabs up here are like 30-day rehabs. They're popping up so fast. I went through the VA after I checked myself in, from the VA to Crossroads. I graduated from that. Graduated from the aftercare at the VA, and been in my apartment for 4 years. So I at least tried to do what a person is supposed to do, and I think I did a pretty good job of it. I'm not perfect, but at least I pay these people. I don't try to tear up their apartment, and I'm still a fool with my money, because I tell people a lot of times what I get, and thinking that they're decent people, and I haven't found one yet. So I don't think you should push nobody into a rehab. Now, you've been in a lot of them, but they were mandatory. You say you've been to prison. Mandatory. I bet you the day you got out, you got back to doing the same thing you was doing. And I can tell you, I don't know you. You either went to jail for identity theft, or you went to jail for selling dope. One of those two. Guess what? You finna go back. Just because you want to laugh at a motherfucker. You want to treat... I don't know why y'all got contempt for people from Chicago. Y'all need to leave them alone. Philly. Well, you say you from Philly, Monica. You should have stayed in Philly. They say women are smarter than men, but I surely can't tell by the shit that you do. But nevertheless, damn, I didn't really want to get back on your ass. I had something else in mind to say, and I know I was talking about the Phoenix police. I sit here and talk to them about um, being slapped at 14 years old in Chicago, um, following my pimp brother around while he's selling cocaine to police, and the police having something on him. Both of them look over at me. I'm frowned up, tired. I wasn't getting high then. I was like 14 years old. And he came over and slapped the shit out of me, the police. And ever since then, I didn't talk to him. I said, man, I really appreciate you guys. Everyone I met, Phoenix police, man, have been real helpful. And I don't care what nobody say, man. Shit. And they said, man, we really appreciate that. I walked them down to the gate last night. But I'm tired of talking about your ass. Let me see if I can get my train of thought back on something positive, because it kind of eats me up inside to be. I've already had a hard day trying to clean up the shit that you did to me, and I don't want to go to sleep angry at myself for being so stupid. I don't even know if these videos are gonna. I know it's nothing, ain't a fucking thing you can do to stop them now. But I don't know if they're worthy enough to be on YouTube. But I ain't gonna never stop trying. But it's time to talk about something else. There's a lot of current events going on that I like to have an opinion on, whether I'm right or wrong about it. And I don't think that I'm going to let you take up space in my time, in my mind, talking about you. I'm not worried about telling you something or tipping you off, because it ain't nothing. I don't care how much you clean up that apartment. Them dogs are motherfucker when they come in. And plus, your dumb ass left too many electronic paper trails to deny anything. When you told me somebody stole your identity and your phone fell in the water, and then a couple of hours later your phone working, oh, that's really amazing to me, dumb bitch. So that's all I got to say to you. All right, bye.